everyone, this is Sue and welcome to my studio. I can't believe that within the past 2 weeks that I've posted, this place has transformed from what looked like a complete disaster to an actual studio. Today I have a lot of exciting things to talk about. We finally have the tiles in and it just really changed everything about the space. I'm very excited to talk to you guys about it.
Sorry.
So the tiles for this room, which is the studio, was so easy for me to pick out because of the color of the wall. Even before I visited Bishop Ceramics, when I was looking on their website, I fell in love with this Mutina tiles, especially their blue and the petal. So I had this idea to have a checkerboard of the petals and the light blue, but unfortunately there weren't enough petal tiles. And at first I was kind of sad that I wasn't going to be able to have a full-on checkerboard, but I decided that maybe it would be even prettier if I had these flowers in the middle of the blue randomly. It will look like a real field of flowers, and it would be kind of fun to spontaneously decide where to put the petals. To choosing materials that you really like and running into situations where you just can't have enough of it, you really get to know how much you wanted it. So I guess in this occasion, I really wanted the petals no matter what. So everything was going well until we realized that I calculated this room wrong and we ran out of blue tiles. So we had to stop here and move on to the next room for now.
Sorry.
So for the showroom slash cafe, I wanted a kind of a warm vibe that kind of feels like a diner, but at the same time as a cabin. And so I needed really warm tiles for that. So at first I was choosing terracotta tile, but when I came home and I was editing, I realized that I really fell in love with this tile. However, the issue was that there weren't enough of these tiles either. But yet again, I realized how much I wanted it, so I decided to cover the entrance part as much as I could with the remainings of this mosaic tiles. So now the final reveal of what I did with the rest of the space. I was going to go safer with a monotonous tile to fill the entire space because the first tile already is pretty decorative. But for some reason, my heart just didn't beat for that choice. So I was looking online for more tiles on Bishop Ceramics website and I found this tile, the Tetris, and it had so many examples of how they would use the tiles. I didn't realize that there were so many different ways of putting on a single tile other than the herringbone. And when I came across this stripe pattern that they created with two types of different tones of the same tile, I decided that this was it. And then I looked for a similar kind of terracotta colorway, and I chose the red and the coral. I feel like this is kind of a bold move since there are two very different patterns going on and 2 different tones of colorways, but for some reason I had this confidence rising in my heart saying it's gonna look great. So I decided to follow my guts.
뭐 하고 있었어? 우리 애기 뭐 하고 있었어? 좀 쉬었어? 좀 쉬고 있었어? 못 쉬었어? 마시고 알려주세요. 가세요. 진짜 너무 감사하다.
멋지게 했어.
엄청나다. 소리. 감사합니다. 감사합니다. 네, 사세요. 진짜 친절하시다. 대답했어.
예쁘게 깔고.
소리.
today we're going to do the grout. So for me, grout used to be something that you just have to do, and there's just really not much choice about it until Bishop Ceramics told me that there are so many different colors of grout that you could choose, and there were actually a lot of tiles that played around with different colors of grout, and depending on the match of the grout and the tile seems like a completely different product. For now, I decided to go more tone and tone, so Bishop Ceramics helped me choose all the grouts. covered in grout. It was not as easy as it looks. And this is the best that I could do, but I'm happy that I got to do it. My favorite shirt is ruined, but it's okay, I guess. So I can't say that I'm an expert with tiles yet because I've only had the experience of choosing tiles for my home, and this is my second time doing tiles. But I've always had this kind of romantic ideal of what a space would look like, and it always included really exotic and colorful tiles that you can't really find in normal homes. And even when I was doing my home, I was really looking hard for those tiles, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And that's why I went on to create my own tiles and had them on my kitchen. So that was good for some part of a section of my home, but I wasn't going to be able to make tiles for the entire space. So I had to look for new tiles and that's when I realized that yes, tile shops are select shop because they don't make the tiles. They select what's been made from factories. But why do all the tile shops have all the same selections? Except for Bishop Ceramics. When I went there, I saw none of the ordinary fake marble tiles and weird patterned tiles, but I saw like really colorful, really subtle tones and all sorts of different textures of tiles, and the entire selection was just as if I were a tile shop, that's what I would look like. So I've been having so much fun putting the tiles in this space, and also I've been really enjoying talking about tiles with Bishop Ceramics and getting to know what kind of tiles go with what kind of grout and what kind of space, and that was really exciting. So if you're someone like me and if you're kind of new to this whole interior design aspect and you need some help regarding tile, then I really suggest that you go to Bishop Ceramics because I had so much fun choosing tiles from there, and I intend to continue using their service after I do this space. So that's it for today. I'm so excited to be able to show you guys the floor. I just put this table here. It has been running around in the studio from here to there whenever we needed some space, but now it has finally been put in its right space. And this is actually a table that the past owner had left, and I really like it because it's very sturdy and it's very spacious. And with this in the space, it finally feels like an actual ceramic studio. And right here, I'm going to have a lamp, a lighting that you guys are probably very familiar from my old house, but I'm gonna save that for our lighting section later. I got too excited and I started putting all sorts of stuff around already, but we still have quite a lot to do with finishing this interior, so stay tuned for all of that. I feel like once the tiles are done, most of everything is pretty much ready, but I decided to postpone the opening date for mid-July because this place is primarily a studio space and I have a lot of work to catch up on because I haven't been producing any work for the past 2 to 3 months, and I have a lot of catching up to do, and I have a big flea market coming up in early July, and so I'm gonna get that done first, and then I also have a lot of dessert menus that I have to plan out, so please hang in there, wait for me a little bit, give me some time and I'll be ready and here. So until then, I hope you guys have a great weekend.